What is up, gamers? It's your boy TPG, back at it again with another One Piece deck profile. Today I'm going to be showcasing Doffy, aka Doflamingo Don Quixote, for you guys. It's going to be the blue Seven Warlords of the Sea deck. Not the one in the starter deck. That one is a blue Seven Warlords Crocodile deck, but it actually works better with the Baroque Works subtype. Um, and the one that's primarily focused on the Seven Warlords is Don Quixote Doflamingo, aka Doffy. So, that being said, let's hop right into the deck profile to showcase you guys this awesome blue deck. Okay guys, so I'm here with the deck, and here's our leader, Don Quixote da Flamingo. So what Don Quixote da Flamingo does is it's 2 Don, and then I pay 1 Don when attacking. So it's 2 Don under him, and then you tap a Don when attacking. So he's going to be 7k, and then he rips the top card off your deck. If it's a 7 Warlords of the, if it's a 4 cost or less 7 Warlords of the Sea, you call it to your field suspended, and if it is not, it just goes back to the top of your deck. It's super nice at building boards and just a very strong card, especially in the early game. Late game, you're not going to be using it as much, but in the early game, building your board and getting those very powerful 7 Warlords cards on the field is very strong. We only play 4 event cards. I thought about playing Sables, but I opted not to. We only play the 4 Love Love Mellow, which is a counter plus 4k. And then on top of that, if your hand is 3 or less, you get to draw a card. So, yeah. Very, very powerful event card. For the high cost characters, we play 3 Dracula Mihawk, and then 2 of the starter deck Doflamingo. So Mihawk on play bounces a 7 cost or less to the bottom of your opponent's deck, and Doflamingo on play bounces a 7 cost or less to your opponent's hand. Really, that's it. They're just board removal. This one's just cheaper, but also bouncing to the hand is just worse than bottom decking. Because if you bottom deck a 7-drop kid, your opponent's just going to cry. We do play some other value cards, such as our 5-drop Virgo. Virgo's just a 5-drop that's 7k, which is really, really strong for a 5-drop. And that is literally it. He's just a vanilla. He's not even 7 Warlords or anything, but we play him just because he's a 5-drop 7k. And he helps in the mirror. Now onto the 4 cost, which there's a lot. We have our 4-drop Dracula Mihawk from the starter deck. He has Dawn 1 when attacking, draw 2, trash 2, but the more important part is he's a 2k counter. For Boa's actually not that great. You could probably cut it, like 1 copy of it, for something else. I just like these 4 Boas, at least for now, just because they add a little more consistency, because it's Dawn 1 when attacking or on block. You get to draw a card if your hand's 4 or less. So you can you can counter more often and just sort of refill that. This is actually one of my favorite cards in the deck. It's 4 Gecko Moria from the star deck. He bounces a Thriller Bark or 7 Warlords from your trash back to your hand. And oftentimes you're going to be bouncing like a Boa or like just any of your blocker 7 Warlords, especially Law. 4 Marshall D. Teach, aka Blackbeard from the star deck. It's on play, I believe. On play, return 1 character with cost of 3 or less to the owner's hand. Specifically 1 character, so it can be your own if you ever wanted to do that. Which is very nice because it's one of the best cards to rip off of your leader, because your leader summons them suspended. So you can, if on play, you can bounce a card. I don't like him at more than 3 though, because he sort of loses momentum in the late game when you're both dropping bigger guys. For Bartholomew Kuma, this is a blocker with on KO, play a Pacifista from your hand. And so for that reason we play 3 of the starter deck Pacifista. You're never going to play Pacifista. It's only if you have this card that you're going to play it. Otherwise, it's just a 1k counter in your hand if you don't have him. But this Pacifista is better than the other one just because it's a higher power threshold than the other one. So in the worst case scenario where you do have to play this, you do get more value out of it, even though the other one's a blocker. So that's it for our 4 drops. And they're all 7 Warlords except for the Pacifista unit. To get as much value off of Don Quixote da Flamingo as possible. Sorry about my voice, by the way, guys. I'm really sick, and I am going in for a big surgery. When I'm recording this, like a week from now, when it goes up, I'll probably be a few days out. So, I'm just really congested. That has nothing to do with the surgery, but, yeah. 4 of the 3-drop Don Quixote Doflamingos, again, just a blocker, but it has on play, check top 5 of your deck, and reorganize them. And you play this to make sure you're always getting what you want off of your leader. For Alvida, the other 2k counter, but I actually like her skill more. It's Dawn 1 when attacking. You trash a card to bounce a 3-cost or less character. So it's basically the same as Teach, but it's when attacking. So if you don't have Teach, Alvida is decent. Teach is better though. And then for our 1-drops, we do play 4 Perona. It's just the second effect of Doflamingo. It allows you to reorganize the top 5. And then our last card is 4 of the 1-drop blocker Law from the starter deck. And that is it, guys. That is the deck profile. Right now, blue Seven Warlords is in a weird place. It's not the strongest deck. It definitely will get better. But Kid is a really big counter to it, so you have to be playing super, super well to beat Kid. And that's sort of why we have Virgo here, because Virgo will allow us to swing over those kids at a higher cost efficient value. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you liked my content, please check out the links in the description down below to see more of me, as well as we just made our own Discord where you can hang out with me and other members of the community and play the games that we love. So if you're interested in that, that link will also be in the description down below. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you comment, let me know what your favorite deck so far in One Piece is. That being said, I will see you all next time. Bye.